I wonder how my little girl's getting on.
regardless of the IPC's wishes. Positive? It's fantastic. Many folks began lending the Merchant Guild a hand after you helped them out. regardless of the IPC's wishes. The dock workers are always yelling, "Lay 'em out!" before stocking the merchandise. It scares me to death every time. I have something to tell you. We achieved our revenue goal for this quarter. This is all thanks to you two. Not to mention the merchants of Arum Alley. The Merchant Guild promises that we will use the money where it is meant to be spent. No disappointments. The funds will be used for the overall repair and upgrade of the dock, which means we won't be able to use the dock's shipping logistics for a while. In order to reward you and Su Shang for your long hours of work, the Merchant Guild has ordered some gourmet snacks from Tall Auntie, so you can rest for a bit and prepare for the revival of Arum Alley.
Hi! Interested in fitness martial arts?
Do you know the history of Orm Alley?
Dumplings and steamed buns! The buns are huge!
The secretary asked me to prepare some refreshments for you earlier. Make yourselves comfortable. I'll bring them out shortly.
You're just in time. Everyone is asking this IPC goon for an explanation.
Calling someone an IPC goon isn't very becoming of a Cloud Knight now, is it? I'm not here today as a representative of the IPC. I'm just a tourist. You could just call me Scott. You see, this gentleman understands etiquette. Can a man come here to deliver a package without being surrounded?
There's something wrong with the stuff this guy is shipping. It's causing damage to other people's goods, and our dock here is liable for the compensation.
Speak louder. I can't quite hear you. Is this how you treat guests in our room alley?
Let's open that package right here, right now. Then we'll see what he's hiding.
I'd be careful if I were you. If you damage my goods, you'll have to pay for them. Huh? A serious issue? I think you'll be the ones with a serious issue.
No need to make this difficult. Let's open it.
Let's check and see if there's anything suspicious. Rules are made to be broken.
You tampered with this ingenium so that it caused damage to other goods on the freight skiff.
Speak louder. I can't quite hear you. Conclusive evidence? Deny? Here, look carefully. This old piece of junk doesn't even belong to me.
What?
If you don't believe me, just ask the dock workers.
If I may, he's telling the truth. This golden cloud toad does not belong to Mr. Scott.
Then why was the toad here in the first place?
That's your problem, not mine. Now, let me ask you a question. My vase was almost smashed to pieces. What do you say about that? Huh? Did I hear that right? After making a big scene like that, don't you owe me an apology?
I guess we do.
Well, are you going to apologize or not?
Sorry, sir.
For this kind of barbarity, a single apology won't ever be enough. Just think of this as a practice round for later.
He fooled us this once, but he won't fool us next time.
Sorry, I should have stepped in.
My mother always told me that as long as I honed my skills, I'd be able to deal with any situation. Seems I've still got honing to do.
Before the payment due date arrives, I'm going to teach you two how to fight. With words. Follow me. We're going to see the president.
Miss Secretary said that you want to learn how to get the upper hand in an argument. Is that right? The president agreed to meet with you all later, but now is not the time. The president is aware of recent events and is willing to pass on some simple negotiation skills to you. Rule 1. Prepare your ace card in advance. Just as Cloud Knights ready their weapons before entering battle, you should have your ace card ready before you walk up to the negotiating table. I will present you with a few items, and you need to examine them carefully. This is the box that was opened earlier at the dock, the one containing the Golden Cloud Toad. The name and contact information of the sender were deliberately crossed out, but records from the Heron Express show that the sender is Ah Feng. The records show that a dock worker named Ah Feng recently received credit remitted by the IPC, spaced out over several installments. Rule 2. Play your ace card at the right time. These documents can only be truly effective when your opponent reveals a weak spot. How about this? I've prepared a little practice exercise for you. Mr. Ah Feng, over here please.
What exactly does the president have up their sleeve?
I don't know anything. I don't have anything to say. My name's Ah Feng. I was the one who brought out the box containing the Golden Cloud Toad.
I didn't see any boxes. Only the Golden Cloud Toad.
If goods need to be inspected, we remove the packaging ahead of time. You wouldn't want to do all that work yourself, would you? My name's Ah Feng. I was the one who brought out the box containing the Golden Cloud. I was told to move something, and I did. I had no knowledge of the presence of an ingenium. This matter has nothing to do with me.
Why do you emphasize that this matter has nothing to do with you?
I just want to avoid any misunderstanding, in case anyone has it in their head that I intentionally misplaced an item.
I sense a hole in his logic.
I was told to move something, and I did. I had no knowledge of the presence of—
Take a look at this.
This has nothing to do with the top. I was told to move something, and I did.
I think this has a lot to do with you.
Records from Heron Express show that this container was sent by a person named Ah Feng. What do you have to say about that?
That must be some kind of mistake. All right, enough already! The IPC was worried that the lease for the dock would be paid off, so they had me move some things around. Is that so terrible? Is letting the IPC take over management of RM Alley such a bad thing? Besides, what's it to you if I make some extra money?
Mr. Ah Feng, our goal at the Merchant Guild is to help make Arum Alley a better place for everyone. Why would you work against that?
Keep your heads in the sand if you like, but it's only a matter of time before RM Alley becomes another warehouse for the IPC.
That's right. You shouldn't be betraying your fellow workers for a quick profit.
It seems that the truth has come out. Here is Mr. Afeng's testimony. It may come in useful later.
The payment for the dock is ready now. If you're ready for the next round of negotiations, come and see me at the dock.
Right. That guy's gonna be sorry for everything he's done. Time we got a public apology.
Dumplings and steamed buns! The buns are...
The IPC representative has arrived, and I've called for Miss Sequay from the Skyfaring Commission to act as a notary.
Remember, this is a war of words. Over to you.
Before we start, let's review the documents we have. Let's go. The notary from the Skyfaring Commission is already waiting for us.
On behalf of the Skyfaring Commission, I am here to preside over the leasing dispute between the IPC and the Arum Alley Merchant Guild.
Is there anything left to dispute? I'll cut to the chase. The Merchant Guild should have removed itself from Arum Alley a long time ago.
Couldn't the IPC choose a sane person to represent them?
Huh? Say that a little louder. I can't quite hear you.
I said the IPC should send someone else!
Goodness, there's no need to shout, little Miss Feisty. My ears are ringing. You should be saving your voice for your public apology. As the representative of the IPC, my presence in this negotiation is legal, reasonable, and sensible. Who do you plan on sending to the battlefield? A random Cloud Knight? That cowardly president who's afraid to even show their face? Or how about that kid who got dragged into this fiasco at the last minute, walking around like he owes someone 50 credits?
That's enough, Representative Scott. Please state the IPC's side of the case.
The IPC specially leased operations of the dock to Arum Alley Merchant Guild in the hopes of seeking common interest and development. But the Merchant Guild refused to cooperate with the major shops in Arum Alley, and the once prosperous dock is now desolate.
The Merchant Guild has never refused to work with any shops in Arum Alley.
Never refused? Then let me ask you, how many shops are currently in your logistics network?
There will be a lot more later.
Later? How much later? For the Xianzhou, does later mean 500 years? Can the shop owners here wait that long?
10 years, 20 years. Psst. What should I say? Is 20 about right?
But the Merchant Guild refused to cooperate with the major shops in Arum Alley, and the once prosperous dock is now desolate.
Take a look at this.
Huh? What's this about? But the Merchant Guild refused to cooperate with the major shops in Arum Alley.
Take a look at this.
Huh? What? But the Merchant Guild refused to cooperate with the major shops in Arum Alley, and the inefficient shipping and low volume of transactions at the Arum Alley dock, which does not create any value at all, are clear evidence of poor management.
The dock has improved shipping efficiency, and transaction volume is increasing.
You guys didn't think that this transaction volume would be enough, did you? The shopkeepers in Arum Alley aren't here to play house with you. We're all trying to turn a profit. The inefficient shipping and low volume of transactions at the Arum Alley dock, which does...
Take a look at this.
Huh? What's the inefficient shipping and low volume of...
Take a look at this.
Huh? What? The inefficient shipping, coupled with the Merchant Guild's inability to pay the rent, we believe the Guild should voluntarily relinquish operating rights to the dock and pay additional compensation.
What makes you think we can't afford to pay the lease?
If you have the necessary funds, coupled with the Merchant Guild's inability to pay the rent, we believe the Guild should
We've already paid back the lease.
These are the funds from Arum Alley Merchant Guild. The guild has turned a profit and is able to pay...
What? You already paid back the lease? How?
The documentation provided by Arum Alley Merchant Guild is true and credible. And according to the lease contract between the two parties, the Merchant Guild still holds the rights to operate the dock. Next order of business. The Merchant Guild has accused Representative Scott of secretly sabotaging dock operations. Do you have...
Don't be so slanderous! Why would I stoop so low? What do the frequent accidents at this dock have to do with me?
How did you know about the frequent accidents at the dock?
I use the shipping services too, you know. Do you have any idea how often my packages are damaged in transit?
Don't feign ignorance. Isn't that all by your own design?
Don't be so slanderous. Why would I stoop so low?
Take a look at this.
Huh? What? Don't be. Besides, I'm not even involved in shipping operation.
Is it possible that you paid off a dock worker to do your bidding?
Empty rhetoric.
Do we have any proof?
Besides, I'm not even involved in shipping.
We have the testimony of Afeng.
This testimony is concrete proof that you instructed him to sabotage shipments.
What? That little... Aren't the Xianzhou people always preaching about righteousness? Oh, I gave him all that money, and he sold me out in a heartbeat! Darn it!
If the evidence presented is true, Mr. Scott, then this constitutes improper business practices, and the Skyfaring Commission will conduct a follow-up investigation.
How did this happen? How did the plan go awry?
Don't forget about our bet. You have to apologize in front of everyone.
What? Why should I apologize?
Because you use dirty tricks to trample all over the honest work of others. An apology alone won't be enough to fix the damage. If it were, I'd make you do it 1,000 times over. Consider yourself lucky it's just the once.
I hereby apologize to Harumali.
Hurry up!
I apologize to all the people of Aurum Alley. I'm a raving idiot howling into the wind.
Is that really necessary?
Make him bark!
That's
Make
right.
him bark!
That's right!
Enough! Woof, 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 woof! Woof, woof! Ow!
What a clown show. This arbitration is hereby resolved.
Thanks to all of you, we managed to pull through the dock's debt crisis. Worth every step. We should take advantage of the momentum to upgrade the Aurum Alley dock and increase its transaction volume. I'm preparing to upgrade inventory and logistics planning. The previously idle dock is now ready for use, so come see me when you have time. The dock crisis is over for now, but the rejuvenation of Aurum Alley has just begun. Thanks to your help, the lease was paid off and the dock capacity is increasing. I told the workers to clear out areas that weren't utilized and use them to store extra cargo. Now the dock can support collaboration with more businesses. Let's keep working together for the revival of Aurum Alley. There has been an influx of tourists in Aurum Alley lately. There's even a long line for Immortal's Delight. There's been an unexpected change in plans. I've received word that the President has ordered me to stop all upgrades to the dock immediately. There's no way he couldn't know. I'm also confused. Let's go have a word with him. I sent a message to Sushang, telling her to meet up at Oldie's Depot.
Good, they've arrived. I also have something I wish to discuss with the Merchant Guild, but I'll wait for you to finish.
The President fully appreciates your efforts and knows what you want to ask. He believes that continuing to upgrade the dock, a strategy that is not fundamentally different from that of the IPC, will only destroy the unique character of Arum Alley. Arum Alley is a place brimming with personality, from the delicious food to the cultural antiques. Everything is built around visiting tourists and local residents, and that's what makes it such a special place. Based on historical data, continued development of the shipping operations will turn the area into a giant warehouse. The more the shipping capacity is increased, the less attractions there will be for visitors. Such an outcome is unacceptable for the shopkeepers and community of Arum Alley.
Historical data isn't my forte. You better be telling the truth.
Very well. I believe it's my turn to speak. The Skyfaring Commission has received a joint request from several merchants concerning the reorganization of the Merchant Guild. Mr. President, the merchants would like you to resign as the president of the guild.
There has come a day that the merchants of Arum Alley have betrayed me.
I won't give up the vision I've built for Arum Alley, let alone step down from my duties.
Is that the President speaking?
It is not my intention to interfere with the Merchant Guild's affairs, but as an old friend, I would like to remind you that Arum Alley only exists in the present, not in the past.
Madam Yukong, the present is always made from the past, is it not?
I suggest that you make some concessions to appease the merchants. If you don't follow Mingxi's plans for the dock, she will temporarily take over your position.
Mingxi, I would like to hear your thoughts.
President, I hope you understand that I am in no way vying for power over Arum Alley. I have listened to the President's vision of prosperity since I was a child, and I want to work to achieve that vision. But currently, your ideas conflict with ours.
I understand. I can accept Mingxi temporarily taking over my duties. However, Mingxi must make her decision public and win the approval of both myself and all the merchants. Since you have shown confidence, those terms should be acceptable to you.
Yes, I'll do my best, President.
You have to remember that even when you're acting in my place, a crisis is still imminent. You must earn at least the amount of the bidding deposit to even have a chance of thwarting off the IPC.
Very well. Since the President has come to a decision, I will be in charge of calling a public meeting. Mingxi, I have something for you. When you are all finished here, remember to come and see me. I heard from Shi Kuei that it was you who became a business advisor and assisted Arum Alley Merchant Guild in their dispute with the IPC. How versatile. Is there anything you can't do? I'm not very good at that either. The President is still a hero to Arum Alley. He helped it achieve prosperity. But a hero will not be embraced forever. I've seen the IPC's approach. They prioritize efficiency and a standard uniform business model across the galaxy. I warned them that their business model wouldn't work on the Xianzhou without adjustments. But the Merchant Guild's overly traditional mindset is a different obstacle. Let me put it bluntly. Arum Alley Merchant Guild has no chance of succeeding today. The IPC does have more capital on hand, but the review criteria are not solely focused on financial resources. My advice to you is to visit the shopkeeper, Mr. Xiao. He is the one who proposed the reorganization of the Merchant Guild. If you can get his support, you will definitely receive support from the other merchants.
Thank you, Madam Yukong.
I have business to attend to in the Palace of Astrum. The rest is up to you. Convince the old shopkeeper, and you may just become the new heroes of Arum Alley.
Need something fixed? We guarantee that your Ingenium will be good as new. Of course, if it's Outworlder technology, it'll depend on the world. I'd appreciate it if you could state the reason for your visit today.
Mr. Xiao, I'm Mingxi, the Secretary of the Merchant Guild. We're here to talk about...
Forget it. I support the IPC.
Can you tell us why?
Please leave.
I don't recall. Let's leave for now.
Wait! Please wait a moment. It sounded like my father was being a little difficult. I'm Xiaohan. People around here call me Little Master. If I'm not mistaken, you're the ones who made Representative Scott apologize in public. Oh, I didn't give myself that name. It's what my friends have always called me. I only recently returned to the Xianzhou after many years away, but it seems like the name stuck. May I ask why you wanted to speak with my father?
We need the support of the merchants for the dock. And we wanted to see if your father could join us.
Hadn't my father already refused?
We heard that Mr. Xiao proposed to reorganize the Merchant Guild, and we wanted to ask why.
I see. I'll help you figure something out.
Great! Your father is a very tough nut to crack.
The older generation of craftsmen can be rather set in their ways. Here, how about this? Why not join my father's shop as apprentices? My father is stern on the surface, but if he sees a capable apprentice and a sincere heart, he'll change his attitude. A sincere heart always has the power to impress people. So, it's decided? Let's get moving then. Time to make you apprentices. Father, my friends from the Merchant Guild want to be your apprentices. I'll go ahead and show them the ropes.
Nonsense. I never said I needed more hands. Even if I did want to hire more people, I couldn't afford them. You know that better than I do.
I can cover their salaries. Come on, it'd be rude to turn them away.
Don't be ridiculous. A green hand like him won't be able to fix a thing. Plus, if he breaks our customer items in the process, it'll be us taking the blame.
If that's what you're worried about, just give him a little training. That sounds like a yes to me. Let's get on with the job, shall we? Here's something from one of our regulars. Show him what you can do.
Not bad. No.
He's hard to impress. I'll find you some more work.
What did I do to deserve this?
Just a reminder, Father. Fair work for fair pay. Over here. See what you can do with this jade abacus. Don't just stand there, Father. Go teach your apprentice a thing or two.
Fine, I give in. I know why you're here, just... Please stop tinkering with my customers' items.
I think we just made him surrender.
Ask what you wanted to ask. Issue? It's less about issues and more about stubbornness. Stubbornness is intrinsic to long-life species. We walk a single path, do the same things, and talk to the same people for centuries. The mind can become insensitive to change. However, compared to the president, my stubbornness is nothing. Back in his day, our O'Malley was teeming with shuttling star skiffs and commercial aromatons. But then the Lawfu departed again on the path of the hunt. Our business partners couldn't follow, so they stopped trading with us. The president does. He wants to bring the old times back. Shop owners like me know that's impossible. Therefore, I stand behind the IPC's plan. Our O'Malley will inevitably be replaced.
But is your shop part of the future that the IPC promised?
Hard to say. Chances are I'll have to sell it. Not the easiest decision to make, but I won't regret it. The good days are behind us. We must accept that short-life species will repurpose our lands and that night markets are destined to become shipping docks. We must come to terms with the fact that short-life ambitions will reshape a world where things were thought to last forever.
Mr. Xiao, why not try working with us? Ming-Si is pushing for reforms within the guild. We are nothing like the president.
Reforms?
They made a lot of good points when arguing with the IPC at the dock. I do see possibilities for the guild to change.
Given the state of the guild, my money is on the IPC winning. But since I've accepted the worst-case scenario, our O'Malley ceasing to exist, I can't see why it hurts to endorse your idea and see how far it takes us.
Thank you. Now that you have joined our revival project, I'm sure many others will follow suit.
That's settled then. I'm curious to see what comes of your plan.
Now that Mr. Xiao is on board, his shop can be part of the logistics network we've been working on. I'll head back to the dock for now. Thanks for all the hard work, by the way. Hope things work out just as smoothly down the line. There's still more work to do on the Arumali revival. People are grumbling about Psy Cranes making our jobs obsolete. Who knows? By the time you...
Swing.
there's still more work to do on the Arumali Revival Project. There has been an influx of tourists in Arumali lately. There's even a long line for Immortal's Delight.
Upgrade configured.
Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Keep up! Time to twirl! Let's rock! Time to twirl!
The galaxy is vast beyond compare.
There's still more work to do on the Arumali Revival Project. Solving merchants' problems and earning their trust. That's what any good merchant guild should do. I have something to tell you. We achieved our revenue goal for this quarter. This is all thanks to you two. Not to mention the merchants of Arumali. The Merchant Guild promises that we will use the money where it is meant to be spent. No disappointments. The funds will be used for the overall repair and upgrade of the dock, which means we won't be able to use the dock's shipping logistics for a while. In order to reward you and Su Shang for your long hours of work, the Merchant Guild has ordered some gourmet...
Dumplings and steamed buns!
I've heard about all the great things you've done for Arumali. Please, take your time. I've packed some for you to take home, too.
steamed buns! The buns are hip!
The sanctuary is but a vision.
Right on time! Xiao Han is about to share his strategy for the upcoming hearing.
The president likes to quote past experiences and data. We can do that too.
The president and Madame Yukong are here. Ready?
Let's do this.
Before we start, let's review the documents we have. The hearing is about to begin.
I will be hosting this hearing on behalf of the Skyfaring Commission. Ming-Shi, are your people all present?
We're all here, but where's the president?
I'm right here.
You're the president?
That is correct. I know my appearance is a little unsettling. If the hearing weren't of vital importance to the future of Aurum, I wouldn't attend in person. Still, I didn't expect a reaction like this. Are you so afraid to converse with a piece of metal? If there are any children here, just tell them I'm one of those talking toys.
That's missing the rest of its body.
Let me remind everyone that we are at a hearing. Mr. President, please share with us your vision for Aurum Alley.
I can tell that the opposing side is eager to see Aurum Alley thrive. The IPC plans to turn the alley into a logistics hub. You are practically thinking the same. The reality is, overdevelopment can only adversely impact customer experience, making the alley less appealing. I can tell that the IPC...
Our proposal is different from the IPC's.
That's right. The IPC will close down artistry hardware if they take over. We protect businesses. The IPC sacrifices them for their own gain.
Protect? Sacrifice? I find that humans rarely understand these concepts correctly. The outcome is what truly matters. Once the alley is turned into a logistics hub, shops like Artistry Hardware won't be able to sustain themselves, regardless of what.
He is convinced that the IPC and us are the same.
The IPC plans to turn the alley into a logistics hub. You are practically thinking the same.
Take a look at this.
What am I looking at? The IPC plans to turn the alley into a...
Take a look at this.
What am I looking at? The IPC plans to turn the...
Take a look at this.
What am I looking at? The IPC, the reality is...
Do you have data to support your statements?
Historical data has proved my point. It is...
I sense a hole in his logic.
The reality is... overdevelopment can only adversely impact...
Take a look at this.
What am I looking at? The reality is... overdevelopment...
There are actually...
This record reflects the change in Artistry Hardware's turnover and the increase in customers since it partnered with the dock.
The shop does better than it used to. Impossible. You must be bluffing.
You know Ming-Shi better than I do. Would she deceive you with fake data?
The sample size is too small. I'm not convinced.
If I were you, Mr. President, I would think of ways to translate the success of that one sample into something that can benefit everyone. A guild that doesn't proactively help businesses has no reason to exist.
You have not witnessed what I have seen. So the old Aurum Alley achieved a commercial miracle that has not yet been replicated. It did so by following my way of doing.
Are you suggesting that the alley is a shadow of its former self?
That is correct. The number of customers visiting the shops was 10 times what it is today. Things were better in the old days.
I sense a hole in...
The old Aurum Alley achieved a commercial miracle.
Take a look at this.
What am I looking at? The old Aurum Alley achieved a commercial miracle that has not yet been replicated.
You've been looking at the past through...
In the golden era you described, the old Aurum Alley had a trading volume similar to today.
You included the delivery side cranes in your math.
We did. So what?
You can't draw simple parallels between then and now using absolute numbers. The trading volume you mentioned may not look impressive today. I see what you are saying. While criticizing you for making flawed comparisons, I myself also made the mistake of believing that what worked in the past.
Mr. President, the way I see it, you shouldn't regard the alley as a souvenir from the past. Arum Alley should embrace change, as its residents do.
It seems we have reached an agreement. The hearing concludes here.
First challenging an IPC rep and now winning over the president of the guild. You're pretty good. The materials that Mingxi and Xiaohan provided were super useful.
Knowing the president, I think he's now ready to entrust you with the future of the alley. The president commands the trust of many reputable shops in the alley. Their support for him was likely to be a big obstacle to your rejuvenation project. His invitation to debate this matter publicly was a chance for the more difficult business owners to hear from you directly.
I almost feel bad for him. Arum Alley's enemy should be the IPC, not the president.
What if the IPC isn't an enemy? He's been transferred elsewhere. I'll be handling things from now on.
You're with the IPC?
Xiao Han is the IPC's operation rep in Exalting Sanctum.
You snake!
My original plan only involved helping you overthrow the current president. But as we progressed, I saw there was more common ground than I'd anticipated. Since we all agree that the dock is vital to Arum Alley's development, why not take things further and turn the alley into a full-blown logistics hub? Imagine cargo ships from all corners of the galaxy, docking and departing. This place will be transformed into a renowned commercial port, instead of another run-of-the-mill market. When the IPC wins the bidding, I'm sure we can continue to work together for a brand new Arum Alley.
Hey, not so fast. It's still anyone's game.
Maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. In that case, keep up the good work. I'll see you at the negotiation table.
Thanks to your help, the dock is running at full capacity. Just like last time, I told we now have the additional capacity to work with more businesses and have also opened a new route leading to the port. People are grumbling about Psy Cranes making our jobs obsolete. Who knows? By the time you swing by next time, I might have been replaced. Some time ago, I asked Sushang to have a chat with Yin Sui to see if we could secure Spices Supreme as the next client for the dock. I've heard Sushang has made some progress. She could use some extra hands. Would you mind helping her out? Sorry, I would have helped her myself, but I've been drowning in paperwork in preparation for the bidding. Sushang is waiting for you at Spices Supreme. Go find her when you have the time.
Over here!
Song told me all about what you did to help the shops in the alley. Very impressive. I wish Spices Supreme would step up their game, though. It'd be a dream come true if I could order takeout from the Alchemy Commission.
Perhaps, but Cycranes can make deliveries between delves. Chef Yen Sui used to be on the president's side. After she heard about Mingxi's plans, she decided to cooperate with the dock. It's a good opportunity.
There's finally hope for Spices Supreme takeout!
Not only that, putting Spices Supreme on the map would increase interest in the alley as a whole. To get us started, I've proposed a crossover between the Merchant Guild and Spices Supreme. Buy a meal box and get a visiograph of Bailu.
Wait a second! I'm not sure about that idea. If the elders find out, they'll say I'm tarnishing my image or something.
Yen Sui has agreed to offer you free meals throughout the crossover.
Happy to help.
Come, let's go talk to Yen Sui. Over here!
Now, would you mind giving me the lowdown on this crossover event?
In short, Spices Supreme will release a series of crossover meal deals. Customers get Alley shopping coupons when they place an order. And in addition to the coupons, you can get a visiograph of Bailu, our alley ambassador. We need someone famous for branding. Lady Bailu is the High Elder of the Vidyadhara, and also the most sought-after doctor in the Alchemy Commission. If she can be our ambassador, we'll have queues for miles.
Wow, that's a lot of information. I haven't wrapped my head around it, but I'm sure you'll do a good job.
Ha! Leave it to me! About these visiographs, what do you need me to do?
Let's shoot 3 theme sets. Bailu at the alley entrance, Bailu and Sight Cranes, and the last one should be... maybe Bailu and Friends? Well, all the pictures will be shot in the alley, so there you go. Let's go, folks! That's it! Cute! Here we go! Hey, Bailu, be natural! We need a slogan to go with the picture. I wish I'd read more books. Any ideas?
Meh. Too generic.
Let's leave the slogan to Mingxi. We should head to the next location. Three, 2, 1... What's the word again? 3. Gotta have another slogan for this one.
Very original.
Let's leave the slogan to Mingxi. We should head to the next location. Remember, smile when you say the word. Cheese! Mung bean! Come on, I need another slogan. Last one, please.
You're out of ideas.
I'll ask Mingxi for some more ideas later. Let's go back to Yinsui's place.
Yensui has just told me to go ahead with the partnership.
Bailu can finally have her takeout.
That's the only good news today.
If we want to start making takeout, we're gonna need more hands in the kitchen. Mingxi, how likely is it that the guild will win the bid? I'm trying to work out what the future holds for Spices Supreme.
I can't say for certain, but with you on board, our chances have greatly increased.
I'm glad to hear it. Dragon Lady, why don't you drop by the restaurant? I'll make you some smoked patty.
Thanks. I'm starving.